morning. We had a lovely Sunday morning, we appreciate that. How the book came about is exactly what Kevin was talking about in the community. I did not want to do this. I think people who know me know things that require additional effort on my end, that ship sailed. You know, I'm happy to get to the restaurant, I'm happy to do what we do there, and then I'm done. And so when I was approached to do the book, again, I did not set out to do this. I toyed with the idea and I was, all right, it's intriguing and you know, it's like, cool, a book, that'd be kind of cool, I'd author or something. But I had no idea what to do. I knew it wasn't going to be a cookbook. I knew it wasn't going to be just a straight, you know, A to Z literal history of the restaurant. I wouldn't want to read that, let alone voice that upon anybody else. And then in talking with Kate DeVito, who hoodwinked me and talked me into doing this, we came with the idea that we have this community at Hot Dogs, and one of the things that we're incredibly proud of, and one of the things that gets me to the restaurant every day, and the part of the job that I really like, and why I have one store and not 20 people ask me that every day, is I get to talk to people, and I get to talk to the customers, and there is this community, and I understand, you know, how faithful and appreciative people are for what we do, and it's incredibly humbling and flattering in a business that is nothing but humbling. And so it came about that I really wanted to give people the opportunity, customers the opportunity, to share their stories about hot dogs, and people, you know, told me things over the years, and I was like, all right, we now have this opportunity to do that. And as we said, when we asked for contributions, obviously the more customers did, the less I had to do, which was always very nice. And so we decided to do it. Like mostly me, but and with the cover. And so when we decided to do it, it's like, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it look like the restaurant. And we're going to have that same, the goal was to have that same kind of feel, that kind of, there was still an element to me of making it up as we go along. Fun, colorful, try to be irreverent, try to be humorous, but also something real as well. I always joke, you know, it's like, in many ways, we're almost like a real restaurant. And talking to the designer and talking to the editors, and I said, I want it to be like the restaurant. And I think that's what happened. I mean, I'm incredibly thrilled with the way things came out. I'm incredibly thrilled and flattered with the contributions and photos and poems and stories that people submitted for the book. And it was cool doing it. It was nice to do something not standing behind the counter. And so I obviously had doing something completely different. And I'm just delighted the way things came. Here's some books. I'm also here to answer any questions that anyone may have. I know I should be talking more. I know it was like solid 3 minutes. Please.
In coming up with the different sausage recipes that you serve in your restaurant, have you ever come across or tried anything that you were like, oh God, no?
Once. we did. There's one sausage we did, which we actually might try again. It's called, if anybody's familiar with andouillette. It's not like andouille at all. Andouillette sausage is a French sausage that's basically, this is a good Sunday morning chat. And it's an intestine filled with basically more intestines. I kind of like it. It's neat. It's very pungent, shall we say, and an interesting texture. And we tried it once, and I would basically talk everyone out of it. It's like, have you had this before? No, I was like, yeah, you really don't want this. So, but that was actually a number of years ago, and we'll probably do it again at some point. I've seen this one of the nice things over the last 12 years, this really nice change. Part of it just what's happened in Chicago, what's happened in food, what's happened specifically at the restaurant. We tried, for instance, blood sausage like 10 years ago, couldn't sell it. Tried it like less than a year ago, sold a lot. So I think there's a real change in what people are expecting from me, some of the trust in what we do, which is really flattering. And so we might do andouillette again, but pretty much everything else you know, some things sell better than others, some a little less intimidating, but for the most part, we really haven't done anything where has been just a disaster. We did even chocolate on a sausage, and it worked.